Marshall's changed over, so we're going to get the drivers announced onto the rostrum for this two-wheel drive A final here at Boughton for round number 2 of the Nationals. Give them a big cheer and round of applause as we call your drivers up. So first of all, driving for Team Associated, pole position today. Put your hands together for Thomas Phipps.
Thomas's first two-wheel drive pole position.
Second place on the grid for Team Associated, Neil Craig.
26 times British champion. Going to try and do one more time, Neil Craig.
Third place for Team Associated, Tommy Hall.
Tommy Hall, former European champion, of course. Multiple British
Fourth place driving for Schumacher, Ben Smith.
Ben Smith for Schumacher.
Fifth place for Schumacher, Josh Holdsworth.
A strong showing. 3 associates, 2 Schumacher.
Sixth place on the grid, driving for X-Ray, Phil Slay.
First X-Ray, Phil Slay.
Seventh place for Team Associated, Jamie Hall.
Both Hall brothers in the A final as they come to
Eighth place for Schumacher, Luke Holdsworth.
Both Holdsworth in the A final.
And there's going to be a massive cheer coming up for 9th place on the grid, driving for X-Ray, making his first 10th National A final, Callum Ackroyd Bench.
First time for Callum.
Thank you.
And 10th place on the grid for X-Ray, Lee Martin.
So Callum
just getting his award there from Martin Owen.
Last up.
For his first National 10th A final.
Brilliant spot.
Okay, drivers, A finalists, track is open. Go for your warm-up lap, please.
I am on the A final roster, but I'm not a driver. And I don't think that's going to be happening, but anyway. This is round 2 of the 2025 BRCA 110th Offroad Nationals from Boughton Raceway. So we've seen Thomas Phipps in convincing style as he does his warm-up. Take 3 rounds from 4. Well done, Thomas. Excellent performance. Just take a moment, first of all, to ask you to like and subscribe. It really makes a huge difference. And also to thank our sponsors, hugely important. They are Schumacher, Speedworks, Model Tune, Rootbits, FF Racing, SCMCS, and RC Disco. And from those guys, you can get pretty much everything you need to go racing. Let's check out this leg number 1. Muzz on the mic.
Really close qualifying today. There's 12 points needed to make the A final. So expecting some great racing action as Boughton normally provides. Any spectators around the track, as we always say, leave the cars for the designated marshals, please. No spectators will be putting any cars back on if they crash near you around the track. Okay, best of order then, please. Good luck, drivers. A final, leg number 1. Here we go. So off and away we go. A final, leg number 1. Position. Oh, bad mistake there for Neil Craig, getting caught upon the pipe drop. So Tommy Hall gets promoted up to the 2 spot. Ben Smith up to 3. Bit of a break there for Thomas Phipps. Thomas Phipps been absolutely on fire throughout qualifying, as we've seen. So they come round onto the straight in front of the driver's stand for the first lap. Thomas Phipps, Tommy Hall, Ben Smith, Josh Holdsworth, Phil Slay, everyone at 1 position. Neil Craig 7th place. Phipps has made an error up front. So it's Tommy Hall now, your new race leader. Tommy Hall leads them round. Thomas Phipps in the 2 spot. Ben Smith 3. Josh Holdsworth 4. So Tommy Hall will check the gap as they go this time after this lap. Down the straight he goes. Tommy Hall seconds from Thomas Phipps at the sharp end. Ben Smith 3. Josh Holdsworth 4. Phil Slay 5. Recovering Neil Craig is up to the 6th spot. So Neil Craig got a fast car underneath him. He was 2nd on the grid. We've seen some great pace throughout qualifying.
It's all about this final now. Remember, this is only a final leg number 1. Still 2 more legs to go. 1 minute 30 quickly down. Here comes Tommy Hall. Onto the straight again. We'll check the lap time. 28.4 for Tommy Hall. 28.45 Tommy Hall. 28.46 for Thomas Phipps. Absolutely nothing in it last time through. Gap remains at 1.2. Ben Smith still third. Josh Holdsworth all over the back of him there in 4th position. Neil Craig now up to the 5 spot. Phil Slay 6. As we always say, you can never write off Neil Craig. Got some serious pace in that car. He's recovering at the minute. He's up to 5th position. Tommy all goes through. 28.6 flat. 28.9 for Phipps. So the gap's up to 1.5 now at the sharp end.
3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 7, 10. Leader on lap 5.
So through the centre of the track we go. Tommy Hall, Thomas Phipps, Ben Smith, and look at Neil Craig getting on the gearbox now of Josh Holdsworth. So Neil Craig looking for the 4 spot. Car looking very fast out there after that early doors mistake. Thomas Phipps takes 4/10 out of Tommy Hall's lead, so it's down to 1.1 at the sharp end. Neil Craig had an error further back, drops him back a couple of positions. Phil Slay gets through. Tommy Hall, look at Thomas Phipps all over the back of him. No team orders here. Through the centre of the track they go. Tommy Hall, Thomas Phipps got a very fast car we've seen through qualifying. Pole position, TQ man. He wants to lead back at this A final. Still 2 minutes remaining. Last time through, just under 2/10 of a second the gap. You can see visually the gap coming down. Round the bank corner they go. Through the chicane. Thomas Phipps' rear end on that car looking pretty locked in. Tommy Hall holding his line, making the car as wide as he can. Over the roller they go. Turning onto the straight, Phipps looking every way he can. Got some pace down the straight there. You know, there's got to be a clean side. All eyes are on those 2 at the lead of this one. Ben Smith closing in slightly and Josh Holdsworth going with him as well. All our focus goes to the first 2. Phipps, he's over, he's stuck on the pipe. Tommy Hall got a bit of a break now from Ben Smith, Josh Holdsworth and Thomas Phipps looking at the win. He's now in 4th. Just over a minute left to go. Tommy Hall, 3rd on the grid. Would love to get the win in A final leg number 1. Put him in great contention for the overall meeting. Phipps will not be written off though from the TQ position. He's over again.
1, 2, 8, 7, 10, 9, 6. Leader on lap 9.
So another mistake from Thomas Phipps drops him back down. So it's Tommy Hall, Ben Smith, Josh Holdsworth, Thomas Phipps still there in 4. Neil Craig still there in 5. 45 seconds to go. Only a couple more laps. It's a long lap here at Boughton. Tommy Hall got this lap and probably 1 more to go. Josh Holdsworth getting closer now to Ben Smith and Thomas Phipps. Don't ride him off, TQ man. Still not too far behind. 25 seconds to go. We're going to go through the start of the final lap. So starting the final lap now. Down the straight goes Tommy Hall, Ben Smith, Josh Holder, Thomas Phipps just a bit out of shape. Cost him a few car lengths. So watch him to the line. Thomas Phipps is still there in 4th. I think the first 3 are clear from him at the moment. Finishing as they hit the line down the centre of the track they go for the final time in A final leg number 1. Tommy Hall being closed down by Ben Smith, but Tommy Hall just taking his foot off the gas. He knows he's got to just bring it home nice and safe. Down the straight he goes. Tommy Hall taking leg number 1. Ben Smith 2nd, Josh Holdsworth 3rd, Thomas Phipps 4th. Neil Craig rounds out your top 5 from leg number 1. Still legs 2 and 3 still to go, and poleman Thomas Phipps will want some say in this overall result for sure.
There you have it. Tommy Hall takes leg 1 of the 2-wheel drive A final. Mistakes from Thomas Phipps stopped his challenge. He is very, very fast, but just couldn't put a run together. And great run from Ben Smith, also managing to grab some points, and unlucky for Neil Craig, that crash in the first section. So, there you have two-wheel drive A final leg 1. Here are the results. Come back to us shortly and we'll have leg 2 for you. Thanks for watching, and if this is your sort of thing, please hit like and subscribe. And of course, you're sick of hearing it, I'm sure, but it's very, very important. The people who put their hands in their pockets to get me to the events and get all this happening. Big thanks to Schumacher Speedworks, Model Tune, Root Bits, FF Racing, SCMCS and RC Disco. Look up those sponsors, please. You can buy whatever you need from them. See you in a short while.